Welcome back, everyone, to Eternal Sonata. Now that we're done with the Xylophone Tower, we're gonna make our way to the second largest dungeon in the game.
Second largest?
Second largest. Like, I'm just gonna warn you now, like, this next dungeon takes, like, the next 3 videos.
Huh.
That's how big this one is.
It's like, have we already gone through the largest dungeon in the game, or is that going to be coming up near endgame?
That's coming up.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Brace yourselves,
like,
folks.
Yeah, of course they save the largest dungeons for the end. Yeah. And, okay, so if you want to just get to the next dungeon, you just travel straight ahead. I'm just moving around here because there's some treasure chests lying around that I'm trying to scour. But believe it or not, this also leads to the path to the largest dungeon. So I'm just gonna fully explore the noise dunes real quick before we actually move on into the next dungeon area.
Wait, are these things looking like? Are these things the scorpions in light?
I don't think so. I think these are different, or at least they're different from the because I know we had guys similar to this in the Xylophone Tower. I think these are, even though palette swaps, I think these are different enemies.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I do not recall.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, I don't recall, but I don't think these guys change their form, you know, in light or in darkness.
Yeah, plus, I was like, any of them did. I think this, I mean, like, they're in the shadows right now, so I don't think that, if this is the alternate form of a scorpion, then yeah, I don't think it would be their form of life.
I mean, we've seen more drastic changes.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these guys aren't too difficult.
Will hide you beneath his mighty wings.
And thank you, Lurch.
Dead. Oh, sweet. Thanks for the big paper fan?
Yeah, it's another one of those random battle items that I don't bother using. Yeah, I think it's like if you go west.
Screw you.
Yeah, go.
Don't have time.
Yeah, we don't have time to bother with your ass.
Oh man, I'm so exhausted.
But
hey, Joe, get him.
We did get that guy. But yeah, if you travel west in this Noise Dunes area 3 times, it will take you to an oasis, which is actually where we'll find the doorway to the largest dungeon.
Oh, okay.
So what's straight ahead then?
You should have retreated.
The next dungeon. Like, yeah, I guess I should clarify. Second largest dungeon, required. Largest dungeon, optional.
Really?
Yeah. And I will be showing off that optional dungeon.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, if you weren't going to go for the optional dungeon, technically this next one we're going into would be the final one, but it will not be.
All that hard work.
Okay.
Because we're completionists.
Well, as much as we can, anyway.
Yeah, to a degree, I guess.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
No, we're nowhere near completionist. Just remember, Danny already skipped a few things.
Yeah, it's like
like I said, to a degree.
I've skipped
To a certain degree.
Yeah. You guys want if you want completionist, go watch the completionist. You know, Gerard is awesome.
He is.
Alrighty, so that door that you see there, that is the door to the largest dungeon in the game, but it's locked.
Oh, thank God, water!
Yep, so nothing we can do about this right now.
Damn.
But at least I showed you guys how to get there.
Alright.
Yeah, just keep this in mind a couple of videos down the road.
You know what this desert layout reminds me of? Paper Mario in the second chapter.
Yeah, Paper Mario.
It's the same kind of deal where it's like you can go in any direction in a desert and it brings you to multiple areas that some may hold different.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
When you said Paper Mario, I was thinking the Gritzy Desert, but I don't think that really applies here.
Wasn't the Gritzy Desert in Mario and Luigi?
Oh, fuck me. Ugh. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You know what? It kind of reminded me of Coral Prison in Final Fantasy VII, where it's like because that's like another area where there's a certain path you have to go to actually progress through plot and everything.
Oh, yeah.
But if you take a wrong turn, then the map just repeats and you can just get lost easily.
Yeah, that's the area where Cloud and the gang get thrown into, and they have to chocobo race to make their way out.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I
So
can see it.
So when you go straight ahead,
Eggman Land?
this is the dungeon that we're going to.
Oh, are you referencing the Sonic Unleashed Eggman Land?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Except it wasn't surrounded
No.
by. Except it wasn't surrounded by sand. It was surrounded by other metal plating.
That, and I can only imagine going through this dungeon is a hell of a lot easier than going through Eggman Land in Sonic Unleashed.
It's not hard. It's not hard. It just takes a long time.
20
Because
minutes, Russell.
because of how hard it is. That's why it takes you so long to beat it.
No, that's not entirely true, Ryan. Because I believe the fastest time without glitching the game that people have gone through it was like 10 minutes. That's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, like I said.
Okay, so alrighty, so here's the gimmick of Double Reed Tower. So the idea to get to Count Waltz, where he is right now, is blocked off. So we have to basically unblock the path. You have to go left and right, and there are 2 bosses on each side. So there's going to be 2 bosses going east, 2 bosses going west. You have to defeat all 4 of these bosses to get to Count Waltz. So that's pretty much where we're going with. So, I just started going on one side. It doesn't really matter which side you start with. But we're
Fighting a giant cat toy.
well, Frederic just nuked the giant cat toy.
Okay, so
no big
okay,
whoop.
so Waltz isn't dead.
Waltz is not dead.
I mean,
no.
because all we saw was that he was screaming in agony, and then he just disappeared. So
Yeah, both he and Legato kind of fucked off. So they fucked off here. So this is where they are.
because didn't you say like in the Xbox version, like Waltz actually dies?
Yes, in the Xbox version, Waltz dies, but alas, this is the PlayStation 3 version, and they kept Count Waltz
Well,
alive.
I figured as much, but I mean, what I'm getting at is they don't imply the fact that after that scene, they don't imply the fact that Waltz is still alive, so you'd kind of be left to believe that he's dead. So
Here's an enemy we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, a little garlic monster.
Have we been found?
So why did Waltz come here of all places?
It was just more so like an escape, I believe. Because, I mean, they pretty much said that, they took off. So it's just more so, him trying to get away just because, if you recall, Polka with the whole, with her Astra glowing and all that other stuff, like, I guess that was doing something. I mean, that one they weren't really very clear with. But it's like, I think even then, I think you kind of got to take into consideration the 360 version. Because remember, Count Waltz died in the 360 version. And Legato drank the medicine just out of desperation because he was like, oh shit, I'm cornered, they're going to kill me. So, probably when he drank the medicine, he became the monster and everything, and then he ripped the hole in space-time. His focus was trying to get away. So I guess they tried to keep that idea while keeping Count Waltz alive. I don't know, that's the only real conclusion I can think of.
I mean, was it really out of desperation though? Like, because It seems as though like Legato had no choice because of how what's the word I'm looking for? How insanely Waltz ordered him to do so.
But again, that was PlayStation 3 exclusive.
Okay.
It was like after the battle, no Waltz, no more. You know, he does not order anything. He is gone from the cutscenes. I mean, those are entirely new cutscenes.
Okay.
Does the butler still kill all those dragons in the 360 version?
I actually don't recall. It's been a while since I've seen that cutscene. I'd have to double check.
I feel like he'd have no reason to do so in the 360 version if Waltz is already dead.
My eyes in answer to my call. Galactic Nebula. Diamant.
See, he did nuke them. Look like.
On top of that, like, the impression that I got from that cutscene, like, because we saw, like, the Astra from Polka glowing. My impression was that the reason why they fucked off was because maybe they were afraid that that Astra would have, like, reversed the effects and, like, maybe turned it back to normal.
I don't know. Never came out. I don't know. I never thought of that.
Because it's like the reason why he is because of that is because of the Agogo. So, like, the Agogo
Right.
fused with the mineral powder.
Right.
It was effectively Polka's power, which is what created that. So I imagine it's going to have something to do with Polka's power, which is how they're going to stop it.
I mean, if it has that kind, if they're going to go with that kind of effect, I mean, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't do that. But normally, you think with one way that causes something to happen, there's another way to reverse it, not so much the same way.
I guess it depends on the story you're trying
Yeah.
to tell. Like, most of the time, whatever it is that caused it is normally similar to what it is that fixes it.
I get it. Alright, so.
Yeah, we are actually almost to the top. Yeah, because it's like, you know, I think there's like, there's not a whole lot of floors, like, 6, 7 floors. You know, don't take a whole long, to get around them and everything. But, if you recall, I think BJ, you were talking, but earlier, like when you're about halfway through, you come across a save point. Basically, it's like when you hit that halfway save point, then it's like the path splits again. So you go one direction leads to one boss, the other direction leads to the second boss. But now we are at the top, so we're going to be getting ready to tackle the first boss. So, gotta heal up.
Yeah, floral extract. Wait, was that the one? No, floral powder. That's what it was. That's Polka's thing. I was about to say, okay, mineral powder has been the mainstream thing about this game for a while now. I was trying to remember what Polka's thing was. It was floral something. I saw floral extract. I saw floral extract, and I thought that was it, but I was like, no, that can't be it.
That's floral powder. Okay, so yeah, you guys, I think in Xylophone Tower, you were talking about recycled bosses. That's pretty much what's going on here. The 4 bosses that we're fighting are just stronger variations of bosses that we faced before. Like, this is the boss, if you remember, from Fort Fermata.
With a spine for a tail.
I knew the guy looked familiar.
Ultimate veil of darkness.
Is there a single RPG that doesn't reuse enemies or bosses?
I know there's a few.
Name one.
Well, I mean, as far as recycling bosses, that's, usually most RPGs don't recycle bosses. As far as recycling enemies, like palette swaps and everything, I think you'd be a little hard-pressed to find one that doesn't.
I was about to say Final Fantasy X, but then I remembered Seymour.
What about Final Fantasy IX?
I haven't played Final Fantasy IX.
There's some palette swap enemies that you fight.
Oh, but what about bosses though?
No.
Okay.
No, it's like I said, most RPGs don't do recycled bosses and everything, where it's like, oh, here's one boss, and oh, now it's the same boss, but, maybe he's got more hit points or something. It's like, most RPGs don't do that. It's the normal enemies is where, they kind of have to do that. Just like, okay, we need more enemies, and it's like, okay, we're not going to go and design every enemy, so, okay, let's just color this one blue and give it more hit points.
let's just give this one a little ribbon on top of his head.
I mean, it's like, just like play like Final Fantasy 12 and just count how many fucking wolves there are. I mean, there's like an insane amount.
I know Kingdom Hearts, like the entirety of Kingdom Hearts, like series and all, is kind of infamous for reusing bosses, reusing bosses. And I'm referring to palette swap bosses too.
Right.
Just fun. just in Kingdom Hearts, you felt like a palette swap version of Pete.
No, it's only ever the Heartless.
Right.
And in fact, I think the only nobody boss that wasn't an organization member was the nobody that you fight. It was basically the equivalent to Darkseid in the first boss in the first Kingdom Hearts game. I forget the actual name of that nobody, but it was basically the Darkseid equivalent when you're fighting that boss's Roxas. I think that's the only nobody boss that's not an organization member.
I'm trying to remember which game that
Kingdom Hearts
was. I'm trying to think. Was that Final Mix or original?
Both. It's both.
Oh, okay. Nah, it's been a long time since I played Kingdom Hearts 2. That's where I'm trying to remember. It's like nobody boss is like, because you don't fight a whole lot of nobody bosses, at least in the original Kingdom Hearts. I'm aware they changed that in Final Mix,
in the
but
original Kingdom Hearts, you don't fight a single nobody.
right. But in Kingdom Hearts 2,
Yeah.
Well, no,
you don't fight.
In the final mix. You fight Roxas, I guess.
The final mix of Kingdom Hearts 1? That's not Roxas.
Who is that final mix?
Do I want to say? I don't know if people have played Final Mix yet, or what will be.
I'm fairly certain that
It wasn't Roxas.
Who was it then?
It was. You mean the one of the folks you fight at Hollow Bastion, right? Yeah, that's not Roxas at all.
Who is it?
It's Xemnas.
That's still a
It's
nobody.
not Roxas.
Regardless, it's still a nobody.
Yeah, it's a no. You weren't listening. Yeah, I'm aware that they're nobody. I said the only nobody that's not an organization member.
Okay, but then still in technicality, in Kingdom Hearts 1, you fought a nobody.
That's not.
And I'm fairly certain he wasn't an organization member at that point.
The organization was yes.
Asuka, you cute, but you're a nobody. No, come back, Lola. I'm not a nobody. I'm a winner.
I have no idea what the fuck
Neither
you're
do I.
quoting.
That was from Shark Tale, starring Jack Black and Will Smith.
Oh, a movie I've never seen.
Oh,
I've seen it once, and that's all I needed.
Let me guess. Finding Nemo was better.
Well, I mean,
I'm sorry. There's probably some people out there that really like Shark Tale. I'm only speaking for the fact that I've never seen Shark Tale, so I don't know what it's like. I've only seen Finding Nemo, and I thought it was a good movie.
for what it is, yeah, it's not up to par compared to like other animated movies that involve like sea life and all of that, but
Finding Nemo. Aside from The Little Mermaid, Finding Nemo was the only other one, wasn't it?
In terms of underwater Disney movies,
I mean,
Yeah,
I guess Finding Nemo technically counts as Pixar.
still Disney.
Yeah, it's still technically Disney.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's like, yeah, I can only imagine there would have been like other like underwater animated movies that weren't made by Disney or whatever, aside from Shark Tale.
Like I said, the only other one I could think of is Finding Nemo.
Yeah, right. But it's like fucking. For what it was, it's not terrible or anything, I guess. But it's like, yeah, like I said, it's not up to par compared to other animated flicks.
Interesting death animation.
Yep. First boss done. First set of cutscenes.
Nice.
More so, lack thereof.
Yes?
Yeah. Also, funny you two were going on about Kingdom Hearts 2. Like I'm really glad
They're fucking dying. Why else do you think? They're both terminally ill and can die at any moment. Polka almost bit it like 10 parts ago or something. I forget how many parts it was. Why do you think they look depressed? God damn it, Viola.
God damn it, Viola. I still love you. God damn it.
Now, what are we gonna do about
Anyways, I'm really glad you two earlier were arguing over stuff about Kingdom Hearts 2, because I remember, oh yeah, I've been meaning to double check on how the price is for Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD Remix, and I look on GameStop and it's like, oh sweet, it's already dropped down to $20. Nice. Note to self: buy Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD Remix whenever you pay 1.5 HD Remix. Fuck.
You should spend more time thinking about what you're gonna do in reality, not in dreams. I mean, there's a ton of stuff.
He's in a cult. Oh my god.
She doesn't know that.
She was there when they were explaining it. Or when he was explaining it.
And if it's a dream,
I think the part thing was, I think Frederic explained it to not just Viola, but to practically everyone else at one point, but the majority of them, like except for Polka, didn't believe him. So I was like,
that's pretty much been established. It's like, nobody believes him.
Yeah, it's like, Frederic, you're crazy.
keep all your problems to yourselves.
Polka's like, no, I believe him.
Help, okay?
Well, because it's the whole thing about, is the dream becoming reality?
Oh yeah, I remember
I'm not
that.
gonna give up. I want to be able to treasure the memory of all this adventure we've had together.
You're right. There's no denying that the time we've shared together has been real.
I'm sorry. It just bugged me that it seemed like she was asking a question to something that they already knew the answer to. So, and then she was trying to poke fun at them about it.
Maybe.
I don't know. That kind of set me off the wrong way. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's like, I think you completely misinterpreted the scene, but then again, Ryan was just kind of talking over, and we were getting distracted over half of Viola's discussion in the first place.
I'm sorry.
But that's okay. I guess while we're traversing here, I should probably bring up, so while I've been climbing and everything, I've been doing some leveling up, and off screen, I get quite possibly the most broken ability in the game.
Yes.
And it's actually... Okay, funny story. So, one of Frederic's skills is called Phantom Pain. Phantom Pain, in the 360 version, it's an attack that it does like 5 hits. However, it comes with the cost of raising the affected opponent's attack. That was changed in the PlayStation 3 version. So instead of raising the attack and just having it being like, is that an attack really worth using? They changed it instead to lowering defense. So he attacks 5 times, lowers defense damn near every single time, and the attack just gets stronger and stronger every time you use it. So yeah, Frederic is fucking broken now.
Yes.
Sounds like that sounds like that would have. That sounds like more so that it ended up as like a design flaw more though than like how they had. Like unless there's like some way to exploit that, like Swagger in Pokemon, where there's actually attacks where you can benefit from raising their attack as well as confusing them.
As far as I'm aware of, I don't know if there is any or not. I think it was just set up as, okay, you can attack the enemy, and I mean, it's a very strong attack to begin with, but it just has that drawback. So it's like, well, are you willing to use it or not? And I guess a lot of people are like, well, no, why the hell would we use something like that? So it's like, nope, they changed it. Like,
Spirit's pathway.
It's like, thank you, I need the healing. But yeah, like at this point, Frederic does have phantom pain, so you will be seeing that from now on. And it's like, pretty much, yeah, once you've got phantom pain, provided if you're using Frederic in the PlayStation 3 version, never ever get rid of that ability. Always keep it on you. Because, oh my, like I said, this ability, like, if there's any one skill that you can, I guess, argue is borderline broken in this game, it's the Phantom Pain. Like, here you go.
Huh?
Neat.
It's like, look at the damage! Look at the damage!
Added a couple of digits each time.
It's like, yeah, and that thing lowers its defense. Like, it lowers its defense like 2, maybe 3 times during the attack alone.
Like, does it stay lowered does it stay lowered only during the attack, or is it like any other status ailment that it lowers for a while?
It's a status ailment.
So it stays lowered for a while.
Huh. We're gonna break the game.
Yeah, so yeah, let's just keep abusing the ability. Why don't ya? And it's like, you'll see, it's like the more you use it, because its defense is constantly going down, it's like not only does like Phantom Pain keep getting stronger, but even other attacks start getting stronger, just, you know, because you're constantly lowering its defense.
So much damage.
It's like, yeah.
So much carnage. And it's
that battle took like 3 minutes, and I guarantee you, it's entirely because of the Phantom Pain.
a new record.
He just chuckled.
Yes, he did. He's like, yeah, he owns that, boss.
I am the most broken character, but I don't give up.
I should really look into getting a Frederic cosplay outfit.
Please. The Eternal Sonata needs more cosplay love. And we have our next cutscene.
Jazz, what's the matter?
Nothing.
Thinking about Claves.
Are you sure? In that last fight, you weren't hurt or anything.
Ah,
were
you took my joke.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You literally only were able to take it because I forgot her name. I was trying to remember her name.
I understand. After all, we're on the verge of finally achieving what Andantino was created to do. You always thought you'd fight the
God damn it!
Claves.
Hey, there we go.
Falsetto. I'm sorry.
Jazz, why are you saying that? You haven't done anything you need to apologize for. Hey, you. This is all supposed to be your dream, isn't it?
Dream us of getting together.
I gotta tell you, it's a pretty
This
wild
is your
dream.
fan?
Wait, you can't put the blame on Frederic like that.
But that wasn't... No, I suppose you're right. May very well be as you say.
I just hated her one
I was
stalking.
just kidding. I mean, come
Wow,
on.
Yeah, seriously. You can't joke about something like that.
Falsetto.
Thing. Jazz and I have known each other since we were little kids, and all of us here think and act of our own free will. I mean, if we didn't, then Claves' life would have had no meaning. Right, Jazz?
I mean,
Yes.
I can't really think of a single time where you ever actually have control of what you're dreaming. Typically, everything what happens in a dream kind of just happens.
Right.
Pretty much,
Which is why
yeah.
I know it would be impossible to compete with the memory of someone who's died.
You're mistaken about that, Falsetto.
Square Enix, take note here.
God damn it.
You and I are still alive.
No,
And of course, it is with those who are still living that we must live our lives. I'm putting everything on the line to defend the living, to protect those who are trying to survive.
Don't be so dramatic, Jazz. There's nobody here who needs you to defend their life.
Oh.
I guess not.
What's that your Sundari showing?
We shall still be living, but we must live our lives. That's what you believe, then? That's your guiding principle?
Yes. Is something wrong? You're so serious.
Why so serious?
I'm just surprised, that's all. Because I've always had thoughts of Amelia foremost in my mind.
So, you also lost someone who was special to you?
These people only exist within my dream, and yet they make their own decisions and live their lives in the manner they see fit. I suppose in that way, this dream is no different from reality.
Took you long enough.
Yeah. It's like, fuck you, Advent Children.
I didn't get.
That's all I gotta say.
Use your aggressive feelings, boy. Let the hate flow through you.
In time, I will explain. I just will not do it during this Let's Play.
I was about to say, what did Advent Children have to do with this?
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
just
really salty.
it's just the whole thing. No, it's just like what Jazz says. It's like, you have to fight to protect the living. There's no point in living in the past and, being caught up with people that died and everything. Right, Cloud? It's like, God fucking damn it, I hate Advent Children.
Good.
Yeah, but suffice it to say, we're about halfway done with Double Reed Tower, so join me next time, and we will tackle the other half of the dungeon.
Alright, see ya.